Do you want to know what I don't get? Why do political figures use the founding fathers as a way to justify their act? They use phrases like, we must pursue the goals in which our founding fathers wished upon us. Am I the only one who thinks these slogans are utterly useless? It makes me wonder if these political figures even know a thing or two about our political history as a nation. After listening to them, I feel like sticking forks in my ears. They just don't know when to shut the fuck up. Seriously though, someone's gotta tell them what happened during the post-American Revolution era of the United States. It's like, seriously, did you not take 11th grade social studies? Many historians now refer to the American Revolution as a rebellion.
What?
The so-called revolution did nothing for the economic, political, and social structure of the United States, except for the very rich.
That's insane.
Many of these revolutionary leaders were already leading the colonies before the American Revolution, but because of their greed, wanted more and more money
In their pocket. Oh.
Leading a revolution, becoming the leaders of their own nation, was a perfect way to benefit them economically and make them even richer than ever before. George Washington was one of the richest men in the country, owned the most land out of any person in the United States. These were men who decided to make the Bill of Rights in order to appease the common folks, so they wouldn't have their own rebellion against the rich. These men who promised liberty, freedom, pursuit of happiness, encouraged the destruction of British enterprise in America just so they could protect their own, become rich in their own, including lying and informing the public that the only corrupt form of rich people in the colonies were the British.
Meanwhile, they be getting bitches all day.
These honorable men who we all praise and hail and hold to such a high power denied women rights. Not only that, but encouraged slavery. For all you youngsters out there, that is the buying and selling of people.
Now we know.
Considering the facts that they committed genocide on an entire race of people. They even limited civil liberties like the freedom of speech.
The Aliens Edition X. Shut up.
In the Declaration it states all men are created equal. All men. What about the women? Not included? I don't think so. Sorry, women, you weren't invited to this club.
Now get back to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. And then allow me to hump your fucking brains out.
Early on in American history, in order to vote, you had to own property. A luxury in which, at that time, not that many people had. In other words, it meant the rich electing the rich to benefit the rich. We stated that we wanted a revolution. In the end, we didn't even get an evolution. We ended up with the same tyrants, different faces, different setting. So someone tell me why. Why? Why do all these political figures always go back to the founding fathers? Do they not realize that we have the internet now? It's not all on books. We can go on the computer and search what a guy in Germany had for breakfast. What makes them think that we're stupid enough not to Google search our own history? Why? Because we are that stupid.
What?
We might not acknowledge it, but we live in a day and age of ignorance and hatred. We're too blinded by our own hubris that we are now a nation that does not ask questions and takes everything as it is. Everyone always talks about how our politicians lie to us all the time and all their promises are false. Well, here's a prime example on how we can easily fix that. It's called fact-checking. Stop being lazy. Get your fucking asses off this computer and fact-check. Ask questions. Never stop questioning what you hear, because what you hear might not always be true.